Hey, glad you could join me today. You ready to do a fantastic little painting? Well, good. Tell you what, let's have them graphically run all the colors across the screen that you need to do this painting along with me. And they'll come across in the same order as I have them on my palette, starting with the white and working around. The canvas is already covered with a nice thin even coat of the liquid white. It's all wet and slick and it's ready to go. So let's get ready to go and do it. Today let's start out with a little touch of phthalo blue and just work a little bit into the 2-inch brush. To that I'm going to add a little bit of black. So I have phthalo blue and midnight black. Black and blue, black and blue. Let's go right up here. Let's put a happy little sky in here. I'm just going to start at the top, making little crisscross strokes, and work all the way across like that. Let's just do a fantastic little painting today. Maybe we'll put a little mountain in it. What the heck? You know me. I lived in Alaska for about a dozen years or so, and I'm just crazy about mountains. Now, by starting at the top and working downward, the paint is going to mix with the liquid white, and automatically it gets lighter in value as it works down toward the horizon. See? You don't have to worry about it. It does it automatically. There we go. Like so. Now then, while we have this old dirty brush, let's go right back into that blue and black, or black and blue, whichever way you prefer. Just like so. Now, I want to have, you know me again, I like water. So let's put a little bit of water down here. Right down here, we'll have just a little touch. Same color. Like so, maybe pull from this side. I'm going to leave a little area open right here so it'll look like a little sheen of light coming across the water when we're finished. There we are. See how easy that is? See, if you're doing that, painting along with me, already you're a fantastic artist. Okay, let me wash the brush. We got a little screen down here in the bucket that I scrub the brush against. Shake off the thinner. And that's the fun part. You'll enjoy that. Now then, clean dry brush. I'm going to start here in the light area and work toward the dark areas. Just blending all this together. I just want to bring it all together and sort of soften it. Get rid of any harsh areas. I'm just going to have a nice blue sky today. Sometimes you see skies that are just almost pure blue. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Take out the brush strokes, like so. Now down here in the water, very lightly, just go all the way across. All the way across. See that light area stays in there. You don't lose it when you do this, unless you really get tough. If you just have a gentle stroke going across there, you'll preserve that. That's your friend. That's your pal. You need him. There we go. Tell you what, let's do. Tell you what. Today, let's take the old 1-inch brush and let's build a happy little cloud. I'm going to take some bright red, a little bit of bright red, right into the black. Bright red and black. There, just mix these on the brush. Let me grab a little bit more red. There we go, good. Just tap the brush, okay? Now you have to make a big decision. Where does a little cloud live in your world? I'm gonna put the shadows in first. Maybe there's a shadow lives right there in this cloud. Who knows? This is your cloud, so you put the shadow where you want it. Maybe this cloud has a little friend. Little friend. Maybe this little friend's named Clyde. He lives right up here. It floats around with him. There. And you can create as many or as few clouds in your world as you want. There. Now, same old 1-inch brush. I'm going to go right into some white. Maybe the least little touch of the bright red on there. Don't want to set this cloud on fire. Just want to give it a little bit of pink. Just make it pretty. Okay, pull that in one direction. Now then, let's put some highlights up here. Just touch little tiny circles. Tiny little circles. There you go. See, you get happy. Sing along, have a good time. Be in love with nature and in love with painting, and it shows. It shows. People know. People know when you're happy. They can look at your paintings and tell when you were happy. They reflect your moods. Paintings are a reflection of your innermost feelings. There you go. See? And that easy, we got a happy little cloud. Wash my brush. Okay, clean, dry, 2-inch brush. Just the top corner of the brush, and I'm just going to mix it up. Just mix it up, twist it a little bit, tiny little circles. Tiny little circles. See, same thing, tiny little circles. There we go. Just enough to mix it. Now I beat the brush just to remove any excess paint that I might have picked up. It's easier than cleaning it. Okay, now lift that up. Just lift it and do this in circles. Don't go straight up. If you go straight up, it's going to look like it's raining upward. And that'll bother you. That'll bother you. Now when you pull this up, you're going to pull up little stringy things sometimes. Don't worry about them, because when you do this, they go away. They just go away and leave you. Just like so. Isn't that easy? You got a couple of happy little floaters up here. Okay. Wash the brush one more time. Knock that off, and we're ready. We are ready. Let's build us a little mountain. Let's take Prussian blue and Van Dyke brown, little touch of alizarin crimson, just mix them together. Like so, pull it out flat, cut off the least little roll of paint, right down on the edge of the knife. Okay, now maybe we'll have a big ridge of mountains that live here. And all we're worried about at this point is a nice top shapes. We could care less what's happening in here. Don't worry about it. Just the nice little tops up here. Boy, we're gonna have one huge mountain. What the heck? We'll just let it go way on up here. Who cares? Who cares? Because in your world, you can create any kind of illusion that you want. I like to tell people that, you know, I spent half my life in the military, and there I had to live in somebody else's world all the time. And painting offered me freedom. I'd come home after all day of playing soldier, and I'd paint a picture, and I could paint the kind of world that I wanted. It was clean, it was sparkling, shiny, beautiful, no pollution, nobody upset. Everybody was happy in this world. That may be how I made it through 20 years of military. There we go. Because I could find freedom on this canvas. There we go. There's absolute freedom here. And I think we're all looking for freedom. At least I am. See how you can pull that down? Just pull it right down, and because there's liquid white under here, it mixes with it. The paint will move, and automatically it gets lighter in value. Look at that. Look at that. I knew you could do it. There. Already, just using brush strokes, you can see all kinds of fantastic shapes in these mountains. And by using these brush strokes, see how you can pull out shapes and change them, remove them? That easy. It's a super way to lay out your entire range of mountains without being committed. You cannot make a mistake in here. Okay, now let me wash the old brush so it's nice and clean and fresh and ready. Shake it off. There we go. Now then, let's begin putting some highlights and shadows in here. I'm going to take some titanium white, and to that I add some midnight black, just a touch. Just a touch. A little more white into that. There we go. This is just to make sort of a grayish color. Pull it out as flat as you can get it. Cut across, pull it out flat, across, get that tiny little roll of paint. This knife has a straight edge on it, so it's very easy to load it. Now then, Think about where light would strike. It's just playing through here and touching and just zinging right through. Here, you use very little paint and you're just barely grazing the canvas. It's such a delicate touch. If you're not careful, your hand will just absolutely float away. Now I'm going to take some white with a little bit of blue in it. This is phthalo blue, and some black. So we have white, black, a little phthalo blue, and for that we're going to make a shadow color. Same thing. We cut off that little roll of paint, and now we can come back in here and we begin laying the indication of some happy little shadows in here. This is a darker color because you want the shadows to be recessed. They sit way down in there. Now, maybe the light's zinging through here. It hits right here. Wherever you want it to hit. See? Let me show you something. You can take the brush here, tap this. Watch it, watch it. It's exciting what you can do. Tap it, lift upward, and it creates a soft, misty effect. Now then, you can take this one and bring it right down. Look at there. See? You bring it right down in front. It's unbelievable the amount of power you have here. And just sort of work it back and forth. Here's a nice looking little shadow area. He lives right there and comes down, down, down. There. See, maybe there's a little thing. There it is, there it is. Just sort of see these things in your mind and lay them in there. Let them happen, don't fight it. Don't fight it, maybe right here on this edge. A little bit of lights, there it is. See that? Make fantastic cliffs. I tell you what, even a mountain goat would have a devil of a time living there. He'd fall off and end up down here in the lake. He'd be a water goat. There. Like so. A little bit of shadow. There. Just let that blend right into nothing. Right into nothing. And you can put all kinds of little individual things happening in here. Maybe there's one right here, wherever you want them. These little highlights and shadows can live anywhere. Anywhere you want them. In your world, you put them where you think they ought to live. So you just sort of let these blend together. Just let them blend together. Okay, now then. Clean, dry brush. And we just want to tap this, following the angles. Always follow the angles in your mountain. If you come right across banging like that, it's going to cut this off, and it will not be pleasing to you. You'll be upset with me. Follow those angles. This is how you create that beautiful, soft, misty effect at the base of the mountains. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. Gentle. Just graze the canvas. This is 2 hairs and some air. Normally we use 3. This is so delicate, it's only 2. And that easy. You've got a fantastic range of mountains back there. Okay. Okay. We did all right. Tell you what, we've got this dark color. This was Prussian blue. We'll put some black in there, some Van Dyke brown, what the devil, some alizarin crimson, and a little bit of sap green. Don't want too much sap green. Just mix it up like so. Let me clean off the old knife. And let's grab us a fan brush here. I have several fan brushes going. Okay. Load that brush full of paint. Very dark. Just to really fill it up. Now then, maybe there's some beautiful evergreens that live right there. Watch here. Just the corner of the brush. Just work it back and forth, back and forth. See there? These little son of a guns live right in your brush. Just push them out. Just push them out. Happy little evergreen right there. Let's give him a friend. Let's give him a little friend. There he is. There. You know, I've met so many beautiful people because of painting. As we travel around the country and do demonstrations, I get the opportunity to talk and paint sometime with some most fantastic people in the country. We go all over the country doing shows and demonstrations for PBS stations and other charity groups. Tell you what, if you would like to know who we're going to be in your area, drop me a postcard with your name and address, and we'll put you on our mailing list. We have a little mailing list, and we notify everybody when we're going to be in your area. Maybe I'll get the opportunity to meet you and talk with you, and you can show me some of the fantastic paintings that you're doing. I covered up all my beautiful mountain there. I got talking and carrying on, and just we turned this into a forest. Tell you what, since we're going so crazy, let's have another one. I like these little trees. They're fun to make. And the more of them that you do, the better you're going to be at painting them. So you push that brush down so it bends and makes all those little hangy downs under the limbs. All kinds of little things. Hadn't stopped yet. Gonna do another one right there. There we go. Well, we got a mess of trees. And in your world, you put as many or as few as you want. Let's take a little dark sienna, a little white, and let's just make the indication of just a happy little tree trunk here and there. Just here and there. There they come. There's one right there. Bloop, bloop. Now you're not going to see the entire tree trunk, so don't worry about it. Just here and there. Let's give these trees over here a little trunk. Just indications. And you don't know really how many trees are in that group right there. Just however many you want. I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's take our little oval brush. I'm going to use some yellow and reach up here and pick up some of the midnight black. I'll make a dark green. Load a lot of paint into the brush. A lot of paint. A lot of paint. I want this quite dark. Okay, this is an oval brush. Now then, let's put some highlights right on these evergreens. Keep these quite dark for contrast. Evergreens normally are darker than other trees. There we go. And it really helps to have that contrast. Midnight black, cad yellow makes a beautiful, beautiful green. It's not too bright and shiny. I see this little oval brush. All I'm doing is touching and letting it bend sort of downward, and it makes it look like thousands of little leaves out there. Makes all those little, beautiful little round things. You'll like it. It's fun. It's a fun little brush. There we go. Okay, don't want this one to be left out. We'll put some happy little things on him. A few out here. There, look at that, look at that. That easy. Well, we just got all kinds of little trees, just happy little things. I'm just going to take the old 2-inch brush, and here I'm using the browns and just the dark color I had left over. I've added some dark sienna to it. Pull the brush in one direction. One direction. Load it full of paint. Look right there on the end. Boy, there is a mess of paint on there. Okay, let's go up here. Now then, let's begin putting in some happy little bush shapes. Maybe there's a bush that lives right there. Comes right down in front of the trees. We're just going to push all those nice evergreens right on back. Now, if you happen to get some of it down in here, who cares? We'll end up turning that into reflections. We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents. Just don't worry about it. Learn how to use what happens. See? Shoot, maybe that'd even be pretty. Let's just do that. Look at that. See? Let all those things come down. Right now it looks like a mess. It looks like a mess, but when we turn that into reflections, then it's going to be spectacular. Because you can do anything. There we go. See there? And where you have a lot of trees, put some reflections. Here you got a big tree, make a big old reflection. What the heck? What the heck? Clean, dry brush. Now you have to make a big decision. You have to decide where water and land come together. Make that decision, grab it, and pull straight down. Straight down. See? Not too much pressure, just enough to distort it. Look how pretty that is. Instant reflections. Boy, when I was a traditional painter, I used to labor over reflections. I'd paint a picture, then I'd take and turn it upside down, repaint it, and try to make it look like reflections. This is easy here. See there? Got all those beautiful, beautiful little reflections. Okay. I'm going to dip my brush into some thinner, paint thinner. I'm going to go into yellow ochre. Yellow ochre. Pick up some dark sienna. I'll make this a fall picture. Dark sienna and bright red. So I have yellow ochre, dark sienna, and bright red. Just mixed together. Okay, let's go right up here and take a look. Now, start picking out little individual bushes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful color? Ooh. I've painted thousands of pictures and I still get excited when I see this work. So fantastic. Keep your paint quite thin. Add a little paint thinner to it, or liquid clear, something like that. And here is a nice one. Boy, Jack Frost has come along here and touched these already. There we go. Maybe we'll put layers of these. Just drop in another happy one right there. And you can turn that brush over and reflect some of these right into the water. Look at there. Just make all kinds of happy little reflections. Reflect that right down into the water. That's bright red, dark sienna, and yellow ochre. Yellow ochre. That color even has a nice name to it. All right. A little bit right in here. And there we go. Now we can just pop some of these right into the water. Like that. Like that. Clean, dry brush. Delicate touch. Barely touch. Barely touch. Pull it down. Down. And then go very lightly across. Like so. Here we're going to take a little brown and we'll put some little rocks and some dirt areas right over in here. Wherever. Wherever. Like that. Little touch of brown and white. We lay the indication of a few little highlights here and there. Don't want too many. Just here and there. Like so. Now I'm going to take a fan brush, some of that same color, and just put some little things here to break up some of these little doers right along in here. Like so. All right. A little touch of liquid white on the knife. See? And you can cut in just a happy little water line here and there. Just here and there. A little bit over in there. All right. Let's have some fun. Let's get crazy. I want to have a big tree that lives right there. Oh, there goes my cloud. There goes my cloud. I'll let a little bit of him show through. This is one son of a gun of a big tree. See, now you can see that cloud right through him. Like that. Just like that. Maybe this comes, look at there, look at there. Just make a decision, drop it in. Comes right down. See how you can close all that in? When you're painting with a big 2-inch brush, it doesn't take but just a minute before you can just go crazy. Throw all kinds of happy little things in. There. Okay, we need a tree trunk in there. Let's go into Van Dyke Brown Dark Sienna. Here's our tree trunk. He lives right there. Gotta have a big, strong tree trunk to hold up all that mess. That's a big tree. Give him a little arm here and there. Tree needs to have an arm just to hold up all the little little doers. I'll take a touch, just a touch. Here I've used a little bit of bright red. I'm going to add a little bit of white to that so it stands out and you can see it a little bit. Oh yeah, that's nice. And we'll just put the indication of a little highlight here and there. Just let it work right in. Mix with that dark color. See? That easy. That easy. You've got your little tree all highlighted. Now then, I'll tell you what. Let's go into our red, dark sienna, yellow ochre. Yellow ochre, a little Indian yellow. We'll mix a little Indian in there too. There it is. Ooh, nice, nice. Let's go right up here. Now, I just want to put the indication of some happy little leaves here and there. I don't want to kill all this nice dark area. If you have trouble making it stick, add the least little touch of paint thinner. And then you should just have to barely touch the canvas here. Work with patterns. See there? Don't overdo here. Don't overdo. All kinds of happy little things. All kinds of little things. There's a nice dark one back in there. Nice one. Ooh, there's a pretty one. It just stands out here and sparkles. Look at that. See there? Just one after the other. And watch here. The old clock on the wall tells me I have to go. But you can put just the indication of some land areas right down here. Like so. We'll put a few little grassy things on this side. I think we'll call this one finished. I think this is a pretty painting. It should give you a lot of ideas. And I hope you enjoy it. There we go. From all of us here, happy painting. God bless.